And just to repeat what I showed before in more detail, I talked about the central dogma of information pathways or molecular biology. The relationship's pretty straightforward. DNA can undergo replication, and I'm for sure going to ask you this, Manny. That's right. You should have a hat on, by the way. Be me, get up and talk at 8 in the morning. It's a whole layer of trouble. All right. So genes and chromosomes. If you're a multicellular organism, every cell should contain the same genetic material. Space spewing nucleosomes and DNA everywhere. You'd hate it if your chromosomes fell apart like that. So telomeres are basically an end cap that stabilize the ends. You have a centromere, which most conveniently is located in the center.
Good morning, guys. We're just having our 15-minute break from lecture, so I'm just gonna make myself some breakfast and drink some water.
For the base pair, and then it double checks, it proofreads to make sure that you have the correct sequence.
So I just finished my I finished listening to our 2-hour lecture from our professor in biochemistry, and I was just pretty much zoning out for the whole 2 hours, and it's really hard to concentrate. I need more sleep because I was up till 4 a.m. and I don't know, for some reason I was too anxious about my term paper because I handed in at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was still looking up some errors or grammatical errors, or if I included all the references in my term paper. I was just too anxious. And at the same time, I'm also thinking about our debate research. But I shouldn't be worried about my debate research because we don't really have to talk in front of everyone. It's not like an oral presentation or anything like that. We just need to post our opening remarks in a separate thread, and then post our rebuttal in a separate thread, and then the summary we just post our summary in the summary thread, which is much easier than an actual debate. But you still have to make an extensive research because it's easier for them to focus on what information that you provided, as opposed to when you're just talking and defending your side. If you post it on a thread, they can check every sentences if it's coherent and if it makes sense, if it's true, or if you just made it up or whatever. And at the same kids sorry, not kids, students, don't ever plagiarize because you'll get in trouble. So that's what I've been working on. I'm done with my term paper. I want to talk a little bit about my term paper, which is stem cell and mice research models. So the reason why it shows stem cells and mice research models is because it's one of the useful tools that they use in the science industry. Hopefully they will be able to reduce the risks of harming animals and humans. And I think it's not invasive. If I think what they do is not invasive, and at the same time it helps tremendously. It helps everyone who has tissue damage, or if they have any metabolic irregularities. It's a helpful device to further expand our knowledge when it comes to stem cells in the organism and how it reacts to different cells in our bodies. I kind of emphasize more on the diabetes because my family has a history of diabetes. Specifically, my mom has type 2 diabetes. She takes metformin, so it's just pure anti-diabetic treatment. But from my research, I found out, and I hope it works for everybody, that both human stem cells and anti-diabetic. They put them all together. It is highly effective as opposed to using either one of those alone. I think we're having another 2 exams. One is are we having 2 exams? No, I think we have 1 exam, which is microbiology, basic and applied microbiology, and we have another lab report that we need to submit, and we have to create our own lab report. I don't know, I didn't really fully read the whole thing. I was just skimming through, and I remember him saying that you need to make your own blank. I can't remember what it is, so I have to like come back and read through everything. But I'm just focused on what we're doing this week, and then after Thursday I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do my data analysis report. I have a lot of stuff to do. I mean, I am very grateful that I am just here in my house. I don't have to worry to go to school. Like, I don't have to commute or bother my dad to drop me off or pick me up from school.
Taking just be. Don't take it. Taking just don't be. And live my life. Don't take it personal. I ain't lying. I ain't hiding. I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up. Meditating and taking time away. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in. Yeah, you got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be and live my life off screen. Taking time out to be and live my life.
Ikaw, kuya. Ikaw mo malaman kung computer o mountain bike ka. Ako, hindi ko kayo maiiwan. Alam mo ba naman, mari ko ba naman iiwan kayo? Magpapasko pa naman. Saka ako pupunta sa barko. Oo nga, tatagalan ako doon. Eh, hindi malulungkot ako doon. Maglinis ka na muna dyan.
Busy pa ako. So this is my lab 4 design of experiment, and I'm just kind of like finalizing it before December 11th. I'm still not done. So this is kind of like it's about factor and factor levels. So you have certain data and variables, and you just have to use all your possible outcomes and be able to come up with a conclusion, which is we have to interpret the F values and the F calc